Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Punisher Paintball channel. Here we're going to compare the Planet Eclipse CS3 to the, for some reason, compared Planet Eclipse 170r. It was common chatter once it dropped that it looks just like a 170. What am I paying for? Well, we're going to talk about that today. So, if you like this video, please subscribe, definitely like, make sure you comment, come back to the channel because we know that you guys are watching, we just know that you're not subscribed right now. So, please do us a favor and hit the subscribe button, and we will catch you after the intro.
I'm so free.
Alright, so here we are, we're back in. Joel is acting like he's playing the rubber ducky in the bathtub right now. But we are going to kind of go off of this, but I am actually going to ask Joel that we don't entirely go based off of this, because really I just want to get to the root of, like, is it that different? That is more so what I want to do with this versus and comparison video. But
this guy doesn't want to follow script.
No. I made the script, I can go off the script.
Alright, fine, whatever. Packaging, what? CS3 wins.
Box.
Barrel, CS3 wins. Eyes, they're the same.
They're literally the same.
Feed neck,
let's pull
they're
it out
both
and
the
see.
same.
Is it?
Trigger, CS3 wins. Board/programming, CS3 wins. And I'm going through this very quickly, guys, but in all senses of the matter, I actually mean it. The packaging is nicer. It's the
You
new
do get a carry
packaging.
handle.
So are we going to go through this or not go through this?
Yeah, very quickly.
Alright, very quickly.
It's the same, other than the fact that, like, the actual outer casing looks cooler and it has a handle. The internals are the same, other than you also have that kind of center flap in there, and it can hold more barrels for your inserts and whatnot. So
Yeah.
packaging definitely better, but otherwise all the same. Full color manual.
Okay, yep.
Love that.
Packaging wins on that. Barrel system, S63 barrel system
Versus the
inserts.
shaft, yeah.
Most people that I sell 170Rs to end up just getting a different barrel system for it. So
Yep. They almost always end up upgrading. So
Yep.
totally understood there.
Feed neck.
Yeah, that's.
It's actually the same, guys. It's the same feed neck.
Yeah, it
so thumb wheel and all, so that's a tie.
Washer.
Eyes between the two are actually the same as far as the way that they work. You're going to pull off the foregrip on both of these and pull your tab, and the eye system comes out. It is the mirror system that they use on both of these, so it's the same there.
The literal same.
So the eyes are the same. Let's see here. Battery changing between the two. Very, very similar.
One is double A's, one is a 9-volt. So
I will say battery changing. I'm going to give it to CS3 though, because
just because you can buy one type of battery for your whole armory.
Correct.
Understood.
And I think 2 AA's is lighter than a 9-volt. I don't know.
Well, we have a scale, Joel.
Oh no, we're not going to do that. Trigger. CS3 wins. Okay. All right.
CS3.
Cool. Sounds good. The reason we say that, guys, is because you can take just the trigger shoe off this. And it's very, very simple. There's a little screw right there. This comes out, your set screw. The entire trigger pulls out. With that, you got to take the entire freaking thing apart to get it out.
Well, and that has more adjustment points, right?
That I don't know about. I think it's pretty similar. It's like, that might be
Yeah.
4-way adjustable. This is 5-way. I don't freaking know. Whatever. More than you need. Most people ask me to tune their triggers for them, so.
He literally did mine on my shocker. So.
Yeah, so, alright. So, trigger, CS3 wins. Board/programming. This has 3 buttons in the back.
Yes, I will give board and programming absolutely to the CS3. This, you only get one. And this isn't the same deal as the shockers where you got to hold down the trigger and use the trigger to cycle through. Yeah, so I will say way more intuitive on the CS3, so definitely worth your money there.
This also has audible noise. The 170R
It does, yeah, the
not.
170 is not. Did you do ASA already? Yeah, ASA is the same.
Actually, so something to point
Actually,
out.
is, I guess, a little smaller on the CS3.
The CS3 is smaller, and something that I like to point out is that the CS2, you had to have the air engaged, and we talked about this in some other videos. The 170R has been
ahead of
like
the game.
that.
Yeah, the 170's been ahead of the game.
Yeah, it has
for a
actually
minute
been
now.
ahead of the game. So, but it is from a size perspective, the CS3 wins. So
It is, yeah, it's much more compact. As far as ergonomics, then I will give it to the CS3.
Yeah.
This rear grip is gigantic. The front grip, it's kind of a wash for the two of them. I mean, actually, Joel, do me a favor. Give me that front grip.
No way. Don't break my grips, man.
Yeah. Okay. So not quite, but looking at them, yeah, I don't.
This is a little bit thinner, guys, when it comes to that. So it just feels better from an ergonomic standpoint.
I like that it's longer.
It's longer.
I like that it's longer on the CS3.
The grips themselves are thinner for the CS3, so there's that portion of it.
Yep.
So yeah, just in general.
Ergonomically though, that rear grip is really what does it for me. This is a huge distance here, and
Next up, guys, we're going to talk about the weight between the two.
These do both have batteries in them as well. I will prove that to y'all.
Okay.
This has that.
We do have a tag on this one.
Sorry, it'll be extra.
1 pound, 14.4 ounces. CS3. 1 pound, 14.7 ounces.
Wow, so slightly heavier.
Slightly heavier. I would say at that point it's a wash between the two.
The weight is also distributed, I think, a little better in the CS2. It's the 170 is sort of back heavy. Next up, sorry, CS3. Next up is going to be maintenance.
Wash.
Eclipse guns, yeah, it's the same.
Wash. So the HPR on both of these guys is going to be 2 screws here, HPR out, 2 screws there, HPR out, and then the bolt system is like very, very similar as far as maintenance goes. So maintenance wise, they're very close together.
Mm-hmm.
Build quality / reliability, it's all Planet Eclipse and everything else like that.
Super solid.
Yeah, I would say, some people say that the CS2 is like bulletproof. CS3, I would assume, is going to follow suit. I will say I have had to rebuild the solenoid on probably 2 to 3 170Rs. Now, keep in mind, I've seen hundreds of 170Rs, but I haven't had to do that as much with the CS2 platform.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, I actually am going to give the reliability to the CS3, because I've had a few solenoid spools where I've had to change out the O-rings on them. But I'm saying over the last 4 years.
Right. So in 4 years' time, we'll really see. But if the CS2 is going to be any predictor, you've done it way less on the CS2. I
won't say way less, but like I said, I've seen hundreds of those. I've seen similar amounts, but we're talking
over far fewer guns.
Right. So we're talking less than 1%.
Yeah.
Of the guns I've seen. So just something
hard to tell, but
tech support, it's all Planet Eclipse. Yep. So that's a wash.
Upgradability. So I know that you have there's an upgraded bolt you can buy for this. It's the ST3 bolt or whatever, right?
This already comes.
That'll give you the soft tip that comes with it. You can buy different triggers for this. You can also get the 1R triggers for that. So.
Well, this is a CS.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is the one where you can trigger. So, No, I haven't seen it.
I think the CS2 trigger should fit the CS3.
I thought I heard it did not.
Oh, really?
I thought we asked them when we were down there at Cup.
Regardless, I'm sure that Infamous is going to come out with some triggers for that.
Does, they will.
So, from an upgradability standpoint, guys, it's going to be really close. The biggest thing that I think we should talk about when it comes to that is the barrel system.
Which, if anything, you're going to buy an S63 to put onto your 170.
You could, or you could buy, a laser barrel or Infamous barrel and all that
for either
stuff.
one of them. So
most people, if they're spending the money to get a CS3, they're going to rock the S63 and just buy a couple extra S63 inserts.
Right.
So overall, I'd say they're really close. But I would say because you can buy
a different bolt.
Well, the bolt already comes with it. You get a hard tip and a soft tip.
But can you buy upgrades? Is really the question. Which technically you can buy upgrades for the 170.
Well, I guess my argument would be if you're spending $1,700, you're probably not going to want to swap this out, even if you like a different barrel system more.
Right.
Whereas if you spend $900 for that gun, you can't really buy backs for the shaft barrel system.
Right.
So in that sense, you have more freedom. But that's very nitpicky as far as upgradability goes.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they're very similar.
Yeah, kind of a useless category for this.
Yeah.
Shot quality is going to be the big one. So we're gonna go outside and shoot these, and then we'll kind of talk about the rest of it there. But an argument that I would like to just have or talk about here is: do they look similar? Let's hold it up. Body wise, sure. Kinda.
Yeah.
I see it because of this portion here. Is it still a pretty different gun? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the CS3 is its own identity. they just took, honestly. So what I've seen Planet Eclipse do more so than other manufacturers is they take good features and good things they've done on other guns from the low level to the high level, and they use it in the next one going forward. I can't discredit them for that. So yes, it does look a little similar, not the same gun. But anyway, let's go outside. Let's shoot them and actually put it to that test and really see, is it the same? How does it feel? And yeah, we'll talk to you guys after that.
Yes, sir.
All right, so guys, we're outside. It is time to actually shoot these things, get us a little side-by-side comparison. So I'll start off with the 170. Joel's got the CS3. It is 35 degrees outside, and we're still doing this for you guys. So if you're not subscribed at this point, like, why are you watching? Because we're dedicated. You should dedicate to us too.
Yeah, right. Commit, guys, commit. 75% of you guys aren't.
Yeah, really. All right, so I'm gonna
I
safety
think
up.
that's the number. I don't know.
Look at that.
I just saw the other day. I was surprised by that.
I forgot to look this week, so I couldn't tell you an accurate number.
Anyways, guys, so we're shooting. We're just shooting some HK level 2. Some HK level 2. Comparable bore sizes, I would assume. We got a. This is actually 8.5. That's an 8.9. But I guess that doesn't
anything
matter.
else for this, and these are all just the stock ones that they come with. So sorry. Get safe, boss.
Oh, I need to get safe.
Safety first.
All right, guys. Now we're safe.
Internet safe.
Yes. You consider me with a paintball gun safe?
All right, there, boss.
Yeah. Rip it.
Yep. Give her half a hop.
I freaking love this damn gun.
My turn. 170R. Boom, boom. All right, definitely ropes. Let's trade up there, boss. What do you think?
There you go. You're down range, brother.
No, I'm not. Troll. That's my job. I'm the troll. All right. Get out there. Can I see that? Actually, before you turn stuff off. Do a little.
Doug's having a hard time deciphering.
Ooh, double fisted.
CS3 definitely sounds a little bit smoother.
You know, it does sound that way.
Oh, he's gonna say the 170R smoother.
I don't know. You know what? It's just that they recoil differently.
All right, let me shoot this one more time.
Yeah.
One more time.
Only got a couple balls in there.
Yeah, that's all I had. All right, I know what I gotta say. What do you gotta say, Doug?
So I'm gonna come out the gate hot and actually say initially that it might be slightly softer, the 170 over the CS3, like slightly. But I think the recoil point is also just a little different. Like it's like, yeah, the CS3. I love that you brought this up before when we were first looking at like the amps or whatever. Like the CS3 feels more like that straight back, whereas this feels like a little bit more pop, a little more barrel rise for the 170. So it's hard to say exactly, but that to me makes this feel a little softer. But I mean the bolt is not that different.
No, it's not.
So
it's not.
Really, it's just different ergonomics that are gonna make it feel that way. Because remember, this back grip is huge. So, the shot quality wise,
just say it. Come on, hurry up. People are watching. Jesus.
my initial reaction, I kind of like the way that this shot more.
Okay. Why?
Don't know. It just felt easier to track for me.
Huh.
It felt easier to place.
See, I disagree. I think it was like,
They're so close. They're so yeah.
They are close, but I will say this. This was quieter when I was standing behind you and you were firing. I could tell that the CS3 was quieter.
Yeah.
So I could tell the CS3 was quieter. I could say that like the barrel rise, to your point, the kick on this, when it kicks back.
Yep.
Whereas like there was way more barrel rise with the 170. For that reason, I'm picking this on shot quality. I don't really think it, like when I was shooting them side by side, I definitely could tell that there was more barrel rise there. Yeah. But it is like relatively comparable. So the question becomes, okay, and let's talk about efficiency and paint handling real quick before we talk about value. So efficiency-wise, the CS3 takes it. We're looking at about
be more efficient. Paint handling,
1,700 shots, about 1,500 shots.
I've definitely seen both handle like very brittle tournament style paint. So I would say paint handling is not going to be an issue with either one.
I think I will say this though: the OP core has the soft tip bolt stock, whereas you got to buy the ST3 bolt, so that is a factor to consider. I would say paint handling wise, I'm still picking this because I have seen a few 170s break paint, even like me shooting them back here and stuff.
Okay.
Whereas like I haven't chopped the ball with this yet, so
Yeah, we're at how many shots?
10,000. So yeah.
So far, so
But-
good for a newly released gun.
Value?
Value-wise, for how close they are, I mean, what's the price difference again? This is
So right,
900?
yeah. So well, they're usually 900. They're on sale for the month of December of this year for 760.
Okay.
So there is that, but usually they're $900. You're looking at 1750 for the CS3. I think between the two, for me, it's not even a question mark.
Yeah.
I think that the value is with the 170R.
The value is here. These are guns also at a different price point, so don't don't lose sight of that. So value-wise, this is going to get it nearly by default.
Yeah.
However, what I will say is that the combination, because I'm trying to be very particular here, of the ergonomics plus the shot quality of the CS3 would make me say that it's a better choice overall for use.
Yeah.
But just because again, this back grip is humongous.
Right.
But
I would hope if you're spending an extra $800 that you feel that way, right?
yeah, 100%. That definitely feels better in the hands.
It does 100%.
This shot felt slightly less harsh to me.
Interesting.
These are both shooting 285, so
Interesting.
I did that right before the video. But
I picked the 170 as far as value goes, and as
100%.
far as like when you consider everything factored in, like this gun versus that gun, I'm gonna pick the 170R just because it is such a huge price difference. It's like half the price. But overall, like if that gun was 1700 and this was 1700, obviously the CS3 would pick it. As far as like just guns not considered value.
Yeah.
But overall, I think value-wise, it's really hard to beat the 170R.
Yep.
So, but
well, guys, I'll put the totals at the bottom so you can see which one actually won on paper. But we always appreciate you guys stopping by the channel. Thanks for watching yet another market comparison here.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe.
Which one's prettier between these two?
Prettier is definitely gonna be that long CS3. I would say that is the prettier girl.
Everyone wants this dang thing.
But guys, remember, hit us up on the channel, leave us a comment, make sure you like the video, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys.
I'm so free.